Malia Obama is officially a college student. The oldest daughter of Barack and Michelle Obama moved into her Harvard University dormitory on Monday afternoon, one day before her fellow students began arriving with their parents. The family was joined by members of the Secret Service as they pulled up to Malia's new residence in a 2 SUV Envoy, managing to avoid detection despite the thousands of people around the campus and in Cambridge. That was due in large part to their timing, with the Obamas electing to get everything moved and Malia settled into her new digs during the solar eclipse. Then it was time to say goodbye, which did not look easy for the parents of the 19-year-old freshman. Barack and Michelle, who both went to Harvard Law School, had their sunglasses on long before they exited Malia's dorm and kept their faces looking down as they rushed into their SUV, leaving their daughter behind to start her new life. Barack has made no secret in the past about how emotional he gets at these moments, also crying when daughter Malia graduated high school back in June of 2016. He was even brought to tears in September 2015 during a speech in Michigan while recounting sending Malia off to her first day of senior year, revealing he choked up when his daughter told him, "Daddy, you realize this is probably going to be the last time that you ever send me off for my first day of school." Barack has also admitted that when he does cry, he immediately puts on his sunglasses. Malia did not let her early check-in stop her from being social, however, and on Tuesday she headed out to stand with her fellow dorm residents as they got to know one another. For her big college debut, Malia put on some very stylish and fancy threads, opting for a $275 top by Alexander Wang, which she paired with a black baby doll dress and white sneakers. She was not looking to make a scene, however, and when approached by one reporter from the Boston Globe and asked if she would be willing to speak with him, she politely declined by saying "I can't" and shook his hand. And most of the students and parents showed no special interest in the famous student, something that Harvard has prided itself on in the past when welcoming the likes of Natalie Portman to their campus. Malia will not be the only big name on campus either, with Blackish star Yara Shahidi set to start classes a little later in the year. A few students posted snaps of Malia to social media on Tuesday, including one young woman who could not contain her excitement when her father sent a picture of her brother chatting with the former first daughter. "My brother and Malia are about to be besties," wrote Robin Daggers, whose younger brother is attending Harvard on a full scholarship. She also included the photo her father sent of Malia and her brother chatting in front of the dorm. That was then followed up with another tweet from Robin, who wrote, "Obama is about to start inviting my family on family vacations. He's going to let me call him Barack." Both tweets seemed to be in good fun but quickly gained a massive amount of attention due to her father's picture of Malia, and as a result Robin deleted them both from the social media site. She then tweeted, "So that picture blew up and it was not supposed to." On Monday, a few people managed to catch Michelle, Barack, and Malia grabbing lunch at Harvest, a local restaurant. It was a far more low-key affair for Malia Tuesday, however, with the student joining two of her fellow Harvard classmates for a salad on the lawn. It will be off to orientation Tuesday evening, where she will get a chance to tour the campus and meet some more members of the freshman class before the fall semester begins next week. Malia opted to take a gap year, however, rather than head right off to college, wise decision given that her father was in the White House, which would have made the process a bit more stressful to say the least. It also makes the prospect of living on her own far less daunting, with Malia already having done that while interning for Harvey Weinstein at his eponymous production company earlier this year. Malia has kept a relatively low profile during her time off, despite the public interest in her post-White House life. It remains unclear if Malia even has a Secret Service detail with her in Cambridge. Under a 2013 measure that was signed into law by President Obama, all former presidents and first ladies are given lifetime Secret Service details, while the children of the president receive that same protection until they are at least 16. The length of the protection for the children of the president can be extended towards the end of their term, but the details are usually kept private for their safety. President Bush extended protection for his daughters Jenna and Barbara after he departed D.C., who were both older than Malia and Sasha at the time. Meanwhile, just 4 days after her father vacated the Oval Office back in January, Malia made it clear just how disappointed she was in President Donald Trump by joining a rally protesting his plans to revive the Dakota Access Pipeline project. The student was one of approximately 100 people who gathered on Main Street at the Sundance Film Festival to let it be known how upset she was with President Trump's plan to move forward with the controversial transport system. The group braved the blistering cold and heavy snowfall as they held up signs reading, "Exist, Resist, Rise and Impeach Corporate Control." That first sign expressed the group's solidarity with Standing Rock Sioux Tribe, while the second expressed their displeasure with the Sundance Film Festival for allowing Chase Bank to be a sponsor of their event due to the fact that they are invested in the pipeline. This is why the rally was held directly in front of the Chase Sapphire on Main Lounge. A few hours later, Malia was also one of the select individuals in attendance at a private event with Standing Rock Sioux chairman Dave Archambault, a man who just last month publicly applauded her father when he put a halt to the pipeline after months of protests at the site. She landed in snowy Park City after spending a few days with her parents and sister Sasha in Palm Springs, California at the home of White House interior designer Michael Smith and his partner, former ambassador to Spain James Costos. Meanwhile, the weeks before her trip to Harvard were spent on her family's annual vacation to Martha's Vineyard.